Hello and welcome to the next video. In this video I'm going to be talking about an experience I had while traveling in Wuhan, China in 2016. I'll call this the Wuhan return flight. So, as I had mentioned in a prior video, I had visited Wuhan during my last year, during what at the time was was going to be my last year in China, during my first 5-year stint. And had gone around, seen the tower, and walked around, taken pictures of a lot of different sites. So the trip had wind down to an end, and I may do a video in the future talking about what I had done, during the time that I was there, and go into a lot of detail about a lot of interesting things that I had experienced while there. But I digress. Trip had come to an end, so took a taxi out to the airport, which was pretty far outside the city. Got there without any problems, sat around and waited, and got to my gate, and just kind of waited for the plane to start boarding. When it finally did, got in line, and several people ahead of me, I noticed this Chinese couple with another lady who was a friend of theirs, and I'm assuming they were probably in their 30s. And they're having this conversation. So on one side, I think it was on the right side, it's the gentleman, his girlfriend or wife, and then another lady. So they're having this conversation in Chinese, and at a certain point, I guess from the tone of their voices, it starts feeling like the conversation's not going well. And they're getting up, to the ticket agent the gate agent who's gonna, check their tickets and let them go in. And I think it was about a moment before it was their turn, the guy turns to the third person in their group and either told her to shut up or told her to go to hell or something in Chinese. So take their tickets, they go in. Of course, the drama spills over onto the plane. So I find my seat and I have a beeline several rows ahead, I can see them. And I see that the lady he mouthed off to, for whatever reason, is now mouthing off to him. And it's just escalating and escalating as we're on the plane, even when we take off. And even when we're, at cruising altitude. Every so often, words are exchanged back and forth, and then it's quiet, and then it starts up again, and then it's quiet. And then now his girlfriend or wife is fighting with him, and now he's telling her off, and it just kind of explodes into this three-way drama fest on a plane, to the point, if not the girlfriend, the friend he first insulted goes over and moves over to the other row of seats and sits by herself for 15 minutes. And like I said, even in the plane, their tone is loud enough that all of us are watching this spectacle play out. Anyhow, I think it was about an hour-ish, maybe more into the flight, all parties calmed down, all parties sat down back at their seats, and they were talking like friends again. I don't know what triggered it. I don't know who started it. But it was, as far as I can recall at present, it was the second time on a plane where locals have some kind of tiff and, are very open about it with the rest of the public, in terms of shouting and, expressing their feelings to one another. Not something I miss about traveling in that part of the world. I've never experienced that anywhere else, but twice in China. And again, doesn't mean all Chinese people do this, but there are people that do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.